It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. One drive in, and he's already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you know a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this run.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Prescott here from the gun. Close secured by George Pickett. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. First down, here's Dak. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
throw here, 3rd down. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. Up the gut they go with Williams. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And they make the stop, I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Running for the marker with Williams. He's got the 1st and more inside the 25. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment.
Brandon
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Making some progress here. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Looking quickly here.
12 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Hurts on first down. That throw behind his intended target. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And we'll see what they do here on second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
Hurts with it on third and short. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. Yeah! First and 10.
Dak off the play fake. This finds Schoonmaker, complete. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Draw play. This is Williams. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Dak now from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Prescott now on third down. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's got him that first down as he hits the deck safely. They're going to be looking at first and goal.
That's another Cowboys to the first down.
Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Now it's second and goal from the 1. He gets it again. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Bigsby with the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. All right, working from the gun to Sutts. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He's got Devontae Smith. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. First down throwing for Hurts. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play. But he'll stay with them after the interception.
about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Mayfield. That is brought in by Ibuka. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Looking for Ibuka. He's got it again. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. First and goal. On play action, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It's a loss of 5.
Push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Jack Campbell gets in there for the sack, and now it's third and goal. To throw is Mayfield. That one taken in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
There's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get across the 20, buck him down to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Lions.
Hey, Shell. What?
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
180. Rick Flair.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. Goff gives it to Gibbs.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A gain of 3.
On 4th down, Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's going to have a Lions first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down. On play action, Goff. And he's in. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return is Sean Tucker. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Complete to Aim Durham. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Now screen set up for Irving. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 30 yards. Irving. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown Buccaneers. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Hey, 5. Give us an eye. 180.
On first down, it's Goff. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Baker. Down the field, it's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. This one not quite on target. Not too much. That one falls incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down. Baker going to give it to Irving. Open space to the 35. And he'll take this one in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Goff in the pistol. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Hold on. Check.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's
From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, I've seen a lot of aggressive plays over the years, but this one, it might just take the cake. I mean, to go for it in this situation, this deep in your own territory.
And he's got another one. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bucs have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Down the sideline, inside the 25. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's first and goal.
A 49-yard gain. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now, you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Hey, Cal, horrible, cut. 120, 2 for 1, 12, 12.
Williams in motion.
17, 17.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Lions. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Maybe a little early for this here in the third quarter. They want to get it back now, so here comes an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
On first down, here's Irving. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Right back to Irving. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and He put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
Set. 180. That's it.
On the handoff, it's Irvin. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Irving now gets it to start the fourth. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
Set. What's that?
He'll try to run for it, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Baker Mayfield, touchdown Buccaneers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He's inside the 30. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. A long one from Gibbs, and even 50 yards.
A gain of 50 yards. And the Lions first down.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. It is 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Gibbs. And he will score. Game on. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And, boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Gibbs, this is Irving, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
14 on the pickup. Good for a Buccaneers first down. with Irving. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll go again here with Irving. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown Buccaneers. LeBron now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
42, Lions 28.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Gibbs. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards. All 3 timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate, there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will cut the deficit to 7. A one-score game late, you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. He's to midfield. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Hey, alert 33.
Here's carry number 1 for Rashawn White. Hey, that's about as exciting a 1-yard run as you're going to see all game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here with White. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. And Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. and 6. Baker to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. On the run to the right. Looking downfield for Otten. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Baker gonna hand it to White, and he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to make it a 2-possession lead. So a win here for the Buccaneers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point, but in the end,
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 74 yards. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. In motion left, Bateman. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A first down carry for Henry. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Real quick.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Ooh, with a juke. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to look downfield for Henry. That's caught inside the 20. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 62 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Luke now for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing here, Purdy. That one caught by Tonjes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete to Pearson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. In motion left is Hopkins. Jackson now. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Two-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now he'll tuck this and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Purdy now to throw. Pass caught, right side Tonjes. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
It's fourth down.
An audible here to get a new look. On fourth down, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 30 yards. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's hauling across the 45 to the 46.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Given 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 42-yard line.
Purdy. There's a short one caught by Tonjes. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down.
The 49er, first down. First and 10 at the 29.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now he'll try to run with this. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
McCaffrey. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. That's caught out right by Jennings. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
22. Ravens 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's 2nd down. Jackson. They'll get this to Flowers, left side. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes second down. Henry up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 51-yard attempt.
It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.